Everyone, and welcome to Young at Heart. Poems, stories, songs to keep us all young at heart. The best of our childhood with a sense of wonder, eagerness to try, to befriend, and throwing away all the worst of our childhood so we keep building on the best of us. I'm Father James DeLucio with the Paulist Fathers, stationed here in New York. I live at our rectory on Columbus and 59th Street in Manhattan, and you're once again joining me in our parlor. This is session number 47 of Young at Heart, and I would like to begin with a meditation, one that has thoughts and themes that we've covered in many different ways over the past several sessions, including the last one when we looked at the poem about the cuckoo coming and going, and we talked about how children and adults continue to be challenged by change. And here we have, of course, a universal antidote. Yeah, antidote, I mean that. That's the word I want. Not anecdote, antidote to change, which of course is love. This meditation comes from a request from my friend Sheila, and it's called The Train of Life, and it comes from the Philippines, the ancient tribe called the Tagalog tribe. They settled in what is now the province of Batangas. So this also, the fact that it comes from another peoples, another nation beyond our America and Western cultures, is very comforting, I think, and appropriate for Young at Heart, because it reminds us that love is the ultimate and universal language and something that we all aspire to. It's called The Train of Life. It's prominent on the websites. I think it's filtering around and moving around. Lots of people are very moved by it. And it's The Train of Life by the Batangueno Diaries. The Batanguenos are the people of Batangas, as I mentioned, the ancestral home of the Tagalog tribe. Life is a journey on a train, with its stations, with changes of routes. I'll start over. Life is like a journey on a train, with its stations, with changes of routes, and with accidents. At birth we boarded the train and met our parents, and we believe that they will always travel on our side. However, at some station our parents will step off the train, leaving us on the journey alone. As time goes by, other people will board the train. They will be significant. That is to say, siblings, friends, children, and even the love of our life. Many will step down and leave a void, a permanent vacuum. Others will go so unnoticed that we don't realize that they vacated their seats, which is very sad when you think about it. The train ride will be full of joy, sorrow, fantasy, expectations, hellos, goodbyes, farewells. Success consists of having a good relationship with all of the passengers, requiring that we give the best of ourselves. The mystery of everyone is we do not know at which station we ourselves will step down. So we must live in the best way. Love. Forgive. Offer the best of who we are. It is important to do this. Because when the time comes for us to step down and leave our seat empty, we will have left behind, we should leave behind, beautiful memories for those who will continue to travel on the train of life. I wish you a joyful journey on the train of life. Reap success and give lots of love. More importantly, give thanks for the journey. Lastly, I thank you for being a passenger on my train. As we've said, all our relationships are an important part of who we are and where we're going. All through our lives, we carry them with us, for good and for ill. At least we feel that way sometimes, but the good and the ill of the relationships we keep learning. Hopefully, rather than becoming bitter with the ill friends or the ill situations, we become more humble and more thankful that our hearts are being freed. You know, that line again, forgive, it's such a controversial word. And it doesn't mean that people are supposed to step all over us, but it does mean that we get to a sense of peace, even if we know we have to say farewell to that person. They're too violent, or they're too toxic, or they don't collaborate, they don't share, they don't appreciate aspects of us, or they demean us. We still have to forgive so that we're free. I have a whole session on that. I think the first way to forgive is to pity. Feel sorry that they're caught, they're trapped in all their judgments and all their inability to love on the course of the train. So you can still be at peace. And whether or not they ever choose to get on or to get off, sometimes we wish they'd get off the train.